love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now wake up! It's time to look at the enemy. Look in the mirror if he is no friend to me. It's not working out, maybe it's the chemistry. It's time to break up so I can make a better me. Better believe in your mind, cause it's everything. You can mold, shape, find almost anything. All it takes is some time and some clarity to find your identity. It's mind over everything. I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. When I feel like this, I'm immortal. Don't back. I won't stop, I'ma fight until there's nothing left. It's so what? You're gonna be hurting bad, cause I've been to hell and back. You don't wanna make me mad, I stay strong. You will never see.
Hello, everybody. Good to see y'all. Happy Tuesday. Hope everybody's doing well. If y'all are watching, please smash the like, share, and subscribe if y'all haven't done so. Let me go in and say hello to the people in chat, which is only one person. Thank you, Chris, for being here. Hope you're doing well. All right. So tonight is one of our topic nights that we normally cover, mental health, well-being, support, awareness, motivation, encouragement, positivity, stuff like that. And I know a lot of people are going through tough times right now, whether it's, working all the time or family issues or financial strain, or there's been a death in the family, or there's, friendship issues, or just whatever the case may be. Everybody goes through tough times. Hello, Miss Lindley. Good to see you, love. I hope you're doing well, honey. All right. So tonight we're going to be talking about getting through tough times. Like I said, everybody goes through tough times. This is just a little bit of advice, and to let people know it's okay not to be okay, and these are just little ways to try to help you out if you're going through a tough time. Says tonight we're going to be talking about getting through tough times in life. Is there a light at the end of the tunnel? Is there a way to the top? All right, so let me get up my StreamYard. Like, we won't be here very long, maybe an hour. The topic lives are not typically that long, so give me just a minute, guys. Let me see. Hold on just a second. Okay. Alrighty. Let me share my screen. Make sure y'all hit the like if y'all haven't done so. Share, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for being in here. I couldn't do what I do without all you amazing people, so I truly appreciate you guys. All right, okay. This is from Psychology Today, which I cover a whole lot. It says spirituality, getting through tough times. Cope more effectively with these 5 tools. Times of trouble are a part of life, and none of us escapes without experiencing moments of grief and sorrow, despair, and hopelessness. Hello, Summer. Good to see you, love. I hope you're doing well. Whether it's a traumatic loss, a serious illness, family conflict, or a financial downturn, sometimes life hands us a difficult stretch of the road. Bouncing back from these experiences is what resistancy is all about, and it is clear that there are more and less effective ways to approach setbacks. When we are going through tough times, what we do matters, although many of us resort to numbing our minds with drinking, shopping, or electronics. Most of us also recognize the limitations of these coping tools. Excuse me. It says, other than our addictions, where can we turn when we need to find peace and solace in the face of suffering? Here are 5 solid candidates to rely on when the going gets tough. Number 1, faith and spirituality. Perhaps it will seem obvious, but when big themes come up like mortality and loss, pain and suffering, it's often useful for us to turn to our religious and spiritual beliefs. These beliefs can be safe harbor in a churning sea of despair, a light in the darkness, communion with the sacred or the divine. Whatever that means to each of us personally can soothe and reassure. Prayer and meditation, spending time in sacred spaces, and seeking the wisdom of trusted spiritual leaders are all valuable tools to have in your life or death coping kit. People have a remarkable capacity to find meaning in adversity and appreciate what really matters. Whatever you believe our existence represents in a larger context of the universe, place what you're facing in that framework. Faith in something bigger than we are, whether God, love, or nature, can help fill our hearts with peace, hope, and gratitude, even in the toughest times. Number 2, community and connection. In times of turmoil and upheaval, it is especially important to seek out connection with other humans. Crisis calls us to have immediate and sometimes protracted increases in our practical, Lord have mercy, I can't even talk tonight. Practical and psychological needs. At such times, we all need friends and neighbors who will bring over a casserole or watch the kids, give us rides to the doctor's appointments, or help us up the stairs. We need people to care. We all need a support system, a community to fall back on when we can't do everything we usually do for ourselves. If you're lucky enough to not be in need currently, now is the time to give and build. Invest in reciprocal, supportive relationships and nurture these connections like your life depends on it. This universal need for support from others is also why we need to build a more compassionate society, one in which all of us, including those among us not lucky enough to have neighbors bearing casseroles, are meaningful, protected, meaningfully protected and cared for in times of loss or crisis. If you can, give generously of your time or money to organizations that provide compassionate help in your community. Creativity and the arts. Experiencing art as a consumer or a creator allows us to touch life and death themes through deep emotional expression. Art can accommodate all the stages of grief. Art can soothe or inflame. It has the power to possess us fully into another reality and alter our perceptions and consciousness. It can help us transcend the banal and face the moments of greatest impact in our lives. Even when you can't find time or money to attend live cultural events, look online for dance and musical performance, plays and operas, or even virtual walkthroughs of museums and exhibits. Give art a chance to move and inspire you. Treat yourself and others with loving kindness. Making art can also be therapeutic and growth enhancing. You may fear this isn't your skill set, but if you feel too silly taking a dance class or throwing pottery, try singing in the shower or let your inner child doodle with a supersized box of crayons. No one has to see or carry the creations you produce, and anyone can express emotion through sound, movement, and visual arts. Skills in the kitchen, the garage, or the garden can provide opportunities for artistic expression. When confined to a bed or otherwise restricted in your normal activities, give your phone a rest and pick up a sketch pad and a pencil. Learn knitting or embroidery, or otherwise try a little creativity. In times of trouble, finding a way to express yourself through art can have a wide range of benefits. Number 4, adaptation and change. No matter what type of trouble you're facing, your ability to cope relies in part on your ability to make adaptive changes in response to what has happened to you. Maybe there are ways to approach this time in your life, decisions to be made, and changes to embrace that will enable you to minimize the damage of this misfortune. If you can respond actively rather than passively, you may be able to prevent secondary problems. Seek out trusted confidants and hear their advice. Find professional counseling, resources, and support groups. Learn about how others have managed what you're going through and copy the best ideas. Sometimes adapting to major upheaval requires being willing to engage in problem solving and trying new things. Adaptation can be painful. We tend to resist change, especially when we feel vulnerable or threatened. But adaptation is a powerfully liberating process. Remain open to radical reorganization as well as smaller changes. The more you adapt to your situation, the more effectively you will be. You will be able to cope with it and move forward. Number 5, self-care and self-compassion. Times of grief or struggle bring new barriers and challenges to self-care, even though these times are exactly when we most need self-care for its stress-reducing effects. Even if you are usually good at taking care of yourself, meeting your self-care needs during a crisis will be imperfect, and that's okay. If you find yourself unable to do your usual stress reduction activities, try to replace them with something you can do now, given your current realities. Trim down to the basics and focus on sleep, nutrition, and activity level to whatever extent is realistic. Simplify and adapt your self-care routines as much as necessary to rise to the challenges of your current predicament, and endeavor to be gentle with yourself. Self-compassion in times of trouble is at least as important as during good times. Compassion for yourself will not diminish your capacity to care for others. Indeed, practicing self-compassion tends to increase our capacity for more compassion towards others. Give yourself some kindness and understanding. These strategies cannot keep the wolf of hard times from blowing at your door, but they can help you minimize the extent of the damage. When crisis turns your life upside down, you can bounce back by reaching for a few key tools: spiritual beliefs and practices, relational and practical support, adaptation and change, artistic expression, self care, and self compassion. Using these tools can help you persevere until the storm has passed and the next patch of sunrise or sunshine arrives. All right, that's the first one, guys. All righty, here's the second one. This is Mental Health America. Deal better with hard times. How coping tools help. Let me try to make this a little bit bigger, guys. I apologize. How coping tools help. At some point in our life, most of us will face times that are extra stressful or that even shake us to our core. At those times, having strong coping strategies can make a huge difference. Of course, exercising, focusing on your spiritual life, and getting enough rest, and all the other live your life well tools can be great support in difficult situations. Other techniques can be particularly useful in dealing with tough times. The research shows that people who spend time writing about difficult events have better health and less depression. Writers' grades even improved, and they found jobs more quickly. People facing stress felt less depressed after problem solving. People who often focus on the positives in their lives are less upset by difficult memories. Ways to deal better. Write it out. Did you ever write a nasty email when you felt angry but then deleted it? Chances are you still feel better though you didn't send it. If you have suffered an upsetting event, writing about it can actually make you feel better. That's in part because writing organizes your thoughts, which makes the experience feel less chaotic. Writing also can offer you emotional release, insight into yourself, and the feeling that you can file the problem away. Some thoughts to get started writing. Set aside 15 minutes a day for a few days to write about the event and how it made you feel. Don't worry about grammar or artistry. This is just for you. Stick with it. At first, writing about an upsetting experience may be painful, but over time it can help you get past the upset. Keep in mind, though, that if yours is an especially disturbing event, or domestic V, you might want to do this work with a therapist. Tackle your problems. If you're dealing with a stressful situation, don't stew in self-pity or waste energy pointing blame at someone else. That just makes you feel less powerful. Instead, it makes sense too. Write down the problems involved. On paper, they may seem more manageable than swirling in your head. List as many solutions as possible. For now, silence your internal judge. You can reject options later. Assess your list. Try asking yourself how you'd like this situation to end. Which options likely will you get there? You can also weigh pros and cons. Accept reasonably good solutions. Research suggests that searching for a perfect option breeds disappointment. Once you pick some solutions, break them into reasonable chunks and make a concrete plan. You might set yourself some specific deadlines too. Don't get discouraged. The first solution you try doesn't pan out. Try another one on your list. Make sure you guys smash the like if y'all haven't done so, and y'all can come in and chat and say hi. It's good to see you guys. Shift your thinking. How you think about a problem affects both how much it upsets you and how well you tackle it. Possible it pays to shift your mind away from negative thoughts or excess worries. Try these suggestions. Hello, hippie grandma. Good to see you, love. I hope you're doing well, honey. You need to message me about coming and helping you out before your surgery, honey. Ask yourself how realistic your worry is. Our imaginations can take us into situations that may never develop. Set aside worry time each day. Then whenever a negative thought intrudes, tell yourself to wait until the set time. You may feel better by then. Focus on the good aspects of your life. Look at tough times as an opportunity to learn, grow, or improve your situation. Maybe you've seen how supportive your friends are, or learn how strong you can be in a tough time. Get support. Sometimes some basic help can make a big difference. Ask someone to give you a hand with any pressing task if you are overextended. You can reciprocate at a quieter time. Don't be afraid to ask for advice. No one knows everything. Get emotional support. Crying, sharing your frustrations, or otherwise venting can release tension, relieve stress, and help you move on. Consider getting professional help if you need it. Hello, off 1729. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Well, I hope everything went well, hippie grandma honey. 10 tools for resistancy. These proven tools can help you feel stronger and more hopeful. Check out each page for specific, easy follow tips. And we're not going to go over all of them. I'll just go over, the list. Connect with others. Stay positive. Get physically active. Help others. Get enough sleep. Create joy and satisfaction. Eat well. Take care of your spirit. Deal better with hard times. And get professional help if you need it. All right, that's all on that one. Just a minute, neck on it. This is from Sock Central, as you guys see. Let me try to make this. Well, neck on it. Hold on just a second, guys. When I did that, it lost my spot. Okay. It says 10 ways to help you get through tough times. Hard times, whatever that means to you, are a common part of life. Developing coping skills can better help you get through them. Maybe you're experiencing a financial setback, or someone you love might be facing a health challenge. You should be a bionic woman, shouldn't you, hippie grandma? Maybe you've lost your job or an unhealthy relationship is weighing you down. You might not be in complete control of these difficulties, but you have a choice in how they impact the way you feel. Overcoming these challenges is possible. Mental health experts have offered 10 tips to cope with hard times. Maintaining or changing your perspective. If you're facing a challenging time, it's natural to feel overwhelmed. When faced with emotional pain or frustration, this can feel like you're going to be in it forever, says Boston-based psychotherapist Angela Ficken. That thought alone can increase the severity of emotions someone is feeling and make it worse. Reframing your perspective, seeing things from a new angle, can help you step away from this mindset. Whatever you say to your best friend, now say the same to yourself, Ficken suggests. An example of the reframe would be, I know it feels like this will be forever, and I know logically it's not. I've been through hard things before and came out okay. I know I will get through this. With BZ for depression, hold on, wait a minute, sorry. My bad. Embracing emotions. Emotions don't go away if we ignore them. They come out later and in ways that we don't quite understand, explains Rochelle Heinemann, a mental health counselor in Brooklyn, New York. The best thing to do when the going gets tough is to acknowledge your emotional experience and allow yourself to feel. Holding feelings in may make the situation more difficult to cope with in the long run, explains Donna Novak, PsychD, a clinical psychologist in Simi Valley, California. Let yourself feel all the emotions, sadness, frustration, grief, she suggests. Allow yourself space to cry, hurt, and be upset. Feeling and expressing your emotions is an essential part of healing, says Jennifer Weaver Brichtenbecker, a clinical psychologist in Rhode Island. This isn't a time to try to be strong. That is a fallacy. Feeling Feelings is tough but imperative, she says. Allow yourself to grieve or process whatever is happening. Practicing positive projection. Most difficult situations have a possible upside or an impending end rate. For example, the last day of a tough school year. Sam Bolin, a licensed clinical social worker in Lithium Heights, Maryland, tells Psych Central that focusing on the future positives is an effective strategy for individuals who are going through a hard time. Yeah, I hope that your uncle is doing well, Summer Thunder. Bolin recommends positive projection. This refers to focusing on possible positive outcomes of a situation. He suggests using guided meditation or general meditation for at least 5 minutes every day. While meditating, he says, try to focus on one or more desired outcomes for the situation. A positive projection requires turning positive intention into words. For example, the survivor rate for my illness is 85%. If I follow my treatment plan, I can be in that group. There aren't many job openings, but I have a great resume and a strong track record. The publisher rejected my manuscript, but this is a typical part of the process, and it means I'm trying. As you become better at staying focused in your meditation, the detail of your process will become more specific to accomplishments that contribute to improving your life, Bolin says. Letting go of the need for control. I'd say he does. If he's a bionic man, I'd say he does feel better, Summer Thunder. While it might feel like the best response to a difficult situation is to take charge, sometimes letting go can help preserve your mental health. One way to help yourself get through hard times is to let yourself off the hook for things, says Billy Roberts, a mental health therapist in Columbus, Ohio. Ironically, many people are even harsher critics of themselves when times are harder or when they are under a lot of stress. Gina Marie Garino, a mental health counselor in New York City, recommends practicing acceptance. Hard times come with challenges that are out of your control, and the harder you try to control the outcome of a difficult time, the more stress you are inflicting onto yourself, she says. Finding meaning and purpose. While knowing when to let go is helpful, so is working on gaining a sense of meaning and purpose, Roberts tells Psych Central. A sense of meaning and forward momentum, helps us energized and hopeful. The trick is to identify the positive amid a crisis that is out of your hands. A job loss might mean you got more time to help your children with their homework, or maybe you're motivated to make healthy lifestyle changes in response to a new medical diagnosis. Even if meaning and purpose aren't immediately obvious, you can consider making a point to look for them in everyday moments. Establishing healthy rituals. Rituals can anchor you in time of change and uncertainty. Healthy rituals could include adding a regular mindfulness practice, committing to daily morning workouts, practicing different relaxation techniques, scheduling coffee with a friend once a week, journaling every night, getting 15 minutes of sunlight or fresh air every day. In a romantic relationships, rituals can also provide some comfort during trying times. Couples need to proactively protect their relationship with healthy rituals like date nights without the kids, time not talking about work, and things that will help them stay connected and balanced, explains William Schorner, co-founder of Just Mind Counseling in Austin, Texas. It is beneficial to notice what helps you get back on track. Connecting with your support system, kind of like what we do here, guys. Your support system is all the people who care about you and can be there for you to offer practical help, a word of advice, or encouragement. It is vital to focus on one's relationship, as these people can be very helpful, says Brian Bruno, a psychiatrist in New York City. It can feel isolating to be going through a hard time, but surrounding yourself with a trusted support system is very necessary. Feeling connected can boost your mood and help you cope with challenging situations. The most important factor that will determine how we get through hard times will be whether or not we feel connected and supported, says Hahnemann. Go ahead, call or text that friend. Sit with them, saying nothing and saying everything. If you'd rather find support from other sources, consider joining a support community group. There are support groups available for individuals experiencing hardships, offer Novak. By joining a community, you will not be alone and you will not feel alone. You will be around people who understand and support you. Absolutely, they sure do, Summer Thunder. Finding a healthy outlet. When times are tough, finding a healthy outlet to express yourself can make coping easier. Find a healthy way to express yourself and your emotions. This could be through journaling, having a close friend or family member to talk to, or practicing self-care, suggests Novak. Hahnemann agrees that journaling is an effective stress management tool. Journaling is a great way to get thoughts out of your head and bring a sense of internal organization. You can follow prompts or write free form. Tapping into your coping skills. Identifying what has helped you cope in the past can support you in the current situation. Do what you know works. Recommend Weaver Brenton Becker. Sorry, guys. Like meeting friends for dinner. Do that now. Feel good when you volunteer at a local animal shelter. Go ahead. Go rescue some dogs. Need to focus on your physical health in order to regroup? Get to the gym. Denver-based counselor Amanda Conroy suggests being intentional in gratitude. Excuse me. Write down all you're thankful for and what is going well in your life, says Conroy. This exercise will give you hope and uplift your spirits. Engage in activities that are fun and joyous. Be mindful and sit with the positive feelings when engaging in these activities. Shore Reader recommends taking challenging situations one step at a time. Breaking down significant events into smaller, more manageable parts is an essential and adaptive part of survival. We have to find those coping techniques that are natural and healthy for us to survive. Considering therapy. A mental health professional can help you sort out your feelings and develop coping strategies. They can also become a safe place where you feel supportive while working on actionable plan to get through the hard times. Looking ahead. Going through hard times is a part of a human's experience. Even if they feel challenging, they won't be permanent most of the time. Hello, Not Crazy. Good to see you, love. I hope you're doing well, honey. If they are, there are ways to cope with them effectively. Please hit the like, guys, if y'all haven't done so. Share and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for being in here with me. If you're experiencing a tough time, consider changing your perspective to focus on one aspects of the situation you can control to feel better. Reaching out to the community or loved ones for support, adding healthy rituals to your ritual. Letting yourself free all the emotions and seeking professional help can all be important steps when navigating these difficult times. Hold on a minute, guys. Let me see if that's all of it. Yeah. Okay. And this is the last one. This might be less than an hour live because I don't like to. I know there's other things going on in this YouTube world, so I'm just doing the best I can, one day at a time, guys. One day at a time. Fear, 9 ways to get through difficult times. Personal perspective, some simple things you can do to make tough times easier. Unfortunately, I wish, like I said before, I wish more people would come over and at least listen to the topics, because I do this to help everybody out, be a difference in people's lives, and, bring awareness to whatever we're talking about, you know, and it's a positive change. There's no drama or nothing like that over here. And, I just wish some more people would come on over, but I know there's a lot of stuff going on these YouTube streets. So I just I appreciate you guys so much for being over here. We might be small in numbers, but what we're covering is very important. Hello, Rocket Queen. Good to see you, my love. I hope you're doing well, honey. Continue prayers for you, darling. Nine ways to get through difficult times. Personal perspective. Some simple things you can do to make tough times easier. There are many things you can do to make a tough time easier, but some may be hard to see if you're stuck in the negative thought loop. You're welcome, Rocket Queen. I love you, honey. My beautiful Aussie sis. Here are a few ways to get started. Remember that things may not be as bad as they seem. Usually, in retrospect, what may have felt awful wasn't really so bad, and that lesson can help you make it through whatever difficult time you're going through right now. Remind yourself that nothing lasts forever, not even when it's bad. Okay, it's tough out there, or maybe your relationship is on the rocks. You can wait it out and things could get better on their own, or you could do a little research. I am too hippie grandma. I don't deal with the drama. So even if we're small in numbers, I truly appreciate you guys being in here. Hello, Rift. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. You can wait it out and things could get better on their own. Or you could do a little research or counseling and see if you can make things better. Hang out with people who care about you. That's kind of like what we do here, guys. We're like a family. We're a support system. We hang out with people that care about us, and we know that they generally care about us. It says, they're your greatest asset. The time spent with those you love is time that heals your soul and reminds you of why you are here. Read about how other people made it through the tough times. I watched my dad go through a bankruptcy, and the whole time he kept saying, yeah, it happened to Walt Disney. He's done okay, and I will too. This may be the first affirmation I ever heard, and it worked. Trust your inner resources. In your heart, you know that you will never be a cardboard box under an overpass, but the fear may loom, and if you live paycheck to paycheck and are just getting by, you really have to rely on your own strength and ingenuity to help you get through this time. Get better at self-soothing. Remind yourself that you are moving in the right direction and of what you have accomplished thus far. Positive self-talk is a great way to let yourself know that you are a successful human being and keep you on the right path. Number 7, get okay with where your life is right now. This is not the end of your world. It's only a shift. What do people who have lost everything in a hurricane or fire do? They pick up and then try to, support each other and pick up, and they don't give up. They try to pick up the pieces and go on from there. If you have a place to call home, then be grateful that even if things are more expensive, at least you have a place to put them. Stay organized. Ain't that the truth? That's why I stay in my own little corner. I don't deal with no drama or nothing like that. I love everybody. I'm a neutral person. Stay organized. If you're not happy about where your life is right now, you can get lost in your thoughts and miss out on some good opportunities. Use paper, your phone, or whiteboard to keep track of what you need to do and have to look forward to. Remember who you are. Y'all wear that crown high, whether you're male or female. Wear that crown high. Remember who you are and don't change for nobody. Be true to yourself and don't change for nobody. You have many gifts to share with the world, and that is how you will find happiness. Nothing has changed about that. Even in the world around you is changing in ways that worry you. Perhaps you can take comfort in that you are not alone. Everyone goes through tough times. It's a part of the human condition. It's usually not permanent, and if you have the ability to take this in, then you can get through a temporary setback and thrive once more. Hold on a minute, guys. I thought there was more on this one. Hold on a minute, guys. Give me just a minute. I thought there was more on here. Give me just a second, guys. All right, there we go. This one is just a little bit of, when we say care for yourself. It says self-help. What does self-help mean? On the eve of each new year, people commit to making lifestyle changes they believe will usher in personal satisfaction and happiness. But while an entire industry exists to help people meet these pressing goals, most individuals still flounder. How many times can a person try to lose weight, quit smoking, cut back alcohol consumption, or try to a more suitable purpose in life? One answer: as many times as it takes to get it right. In contemporary parlance, the term self-help is associated with actions and interventions that a person can take on their own or with guided literature, as opposed to working with a clinician. Your internet's lost its mind. Well, you better go find it, girl. Self-help can help you think about your goals with a big picture view and encourage you to, for example, outline your short-term and long-term goals and whether they're realistic or achievable. Self-help can also help you be more systematic in a way that you approach the changes you want to see. For starters, making a list of the benefits of achieving your goals can be motivational, and setting a time frame for meeting both short-term and long-term goals helps too. Self-help and life improvement. From the dawn of record time, humans have sought to better themselves in their lot in life. And using self-help to change your life starts with identifying what needs. Addressing these needs, both specifically and broadly, can help. Knowing what you want to change and what you need to do to affect the change are key. What are some basic principles of self-help? Lasting change is difficult to achieve because many of our habits are deeply ingrained, and certain core personality attributes may be immutable. But all habits and character traits can be altered to varying degrees. It's never too late to change, and with effort and determination, it's possible to be the person you want to be, or at least someone closer to it. Of course, it's good to be flexible because goals can change. Conventional wisdom says that improving willpower is supposed to help you reach your goals, but reaching those goals have little to do with sustained willpower. It's more about structuring your environment, habits, and conditions so that you will not have to worry about the willpower. Change your environment if you want to stop engaging in a bad habit. Hello, Jeffrey. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Is self-help useful? Self-improvement can be highly useful, but going to legitimate sources is important. There are numerous books and websites that are legitimate, electable, and serviceable. Some websites provide tools that help users assess whether the website is actually helping them. Also, responsible books and sites use peer-reviewed research and evidence. Does self-help work for common problems? Self-help can work wonders for common problems like worry and anxiety. We look around for the next mishap waiting to happen. This is the area where self-improvement can be effective. It can point to how to surmount anxiety just through simple methods of reducing stress like mindfulness and visualization. Oh, that's awesome, Jeffrey. Good news. Yay. Congrats. That's awesome. Stage fright is another case in point. Self-help can be enormously useful for this common problem. This type of anxiety can turn into fight or flight scenario and becoming debilitating mentally and physically. It may be present itself with memory blanks, self-doubt, shame, and shaking, but self-awareness does improve the situation. Kind of like when we're doing karaoke. When I very first started doing karaoke, it was kind of nerve-wracking, but I really enjoy it now. Is self-care important in self-help? Yes, you cannot make much headway without deploying much needed self-care. You have to invest yourself through self-care, yet 2 in 3 people do not engage in such care. The basic checklist of self-care entails eating right, adequate sleep, physical fitness, stress reduction, annual visits to your physician. Is self-help better than no help? Engaging in self-improvement is better than doing nothing, and depending on the problem at hand, it can be just as effective as one-on-one attention from a professional clinician. Generally, information based on peer-reviewed science is a standard to adhere to. Self-help, when executed intelligently, can work. How can I seek mutual support? Hold on just a second, guys. All right, guys, I'm back. Self-help doesn't necessarily mean going it alone. Mutual support groups for priorities like weight control, mental health, physical health, aging, bereavement, parenting, caregiving, career change, and addiction-related recovery not only provide like-minded companionship and encouragement, but also knowledge and direction from peers and others. Personal characteristics, along with nature and severity of the problem being addressed, will contribute to the effectiveness of any individual or group's self-help plan. Let me see. And I think that's all. Let me make sure. I don't want to tell you guys. All right, that's other topics. All right, guys. I told you guys it was going to be a short live. So tell me what you guys thought of the information that we went over.
Hi, guys.
I always try to ask you guys what y'all think about the information. So that way, y'all can better understand it. We can understand it together, support one another, and, encourage and motivate one another. Tell me what you guys think of the information we went over. I think it is, in my opinion, I think it's useful information, and a lot of people can always go back and watch a live if they're going through hard times, whatever the case may be, All right. Nightbot, you're overworking. Nightbot, you're fired. Nightbot's not answering me. Support systems are always important. That's exactly right. And that's what we do here. We have the karaoke, but we still support one another. We encourage one another. We motivate one another. During our topics, or that's what I call them, we go over all kinds of stuff. And I just think it's very important. Like these are lifestyle changes, or these are, ways to help you with your life. Or if you're, whatever you're going through, just ways to help you cope, support, motivation, encouragement, awareness to certain topics. I just think it is very useful information, and you don't see a lot of people covering anything like this. Like, it's a lot of hush hush, but I'm one of these people. I don't care to cover it because I think it's very important to bring awareness to certain things instead of just throwing it in the rug like it don't matter. And I just don't think, in my opinion, I don't think that is right. Everybody has something in their life that could have that this channel could be a little bit beneficial, and we can all support one another like we always do. I think it is awesome and very commendable that you try to direct people who may be struggling in info sources that might find help. Absolutely, that's what it's all about. That's what I started this channel with. We just added karaoke to it, but in the general facility, or it's still, even when we do karaoke, it's still, positivity, encouragement, supporting one another. It's still, it goes hand in hand with mental health, well-being, awareness, support, and stuff like that. I just think this stuff is extremely important, and it might help somebody. And that's what this channel is all about. Want to be a difference in somebody's life, and help people along the way. If we're able to help anybody with these lives, or whatever by anybody saying in chat, or just whatever the case may be, or the information I go over, or a song somebody sings, or whatever, then that's a win in my book. That you you're here listening. I'm being a difference in some people's lives, because that's what it's all about, but it's not all about, what I think, because I couldn't do this without all you amazing people. So I truly appreciate y'all's input as well. I agree, a tattooed angel. If one does have mental health challenges, doesn't make us any less of a person. Absolutely. Because see, like I've told you guys before, and y'all probably heard it a million times, but you never know who's going to be watching, or who's watching, or who's going to be watching the replay later on down the road. So I always say this, I suffered with mental health really bad, but I try my best to be a positive person and be a difference in people's lives, and be a support system, because like I've told you guys a million times, I put all my hell, and trust me, I go through a lot, on the back burner, just to be there for you amazing people and be a difference in somebody's life. That's what it's all about. That warms my heart just to see. It warms my heart just to see, people, wow, I needed that, or that little boost helped me, or, that, their information helped me go talk to my doctor, or a counselor, or a friend, or whatever, Is that right? Like treating Ann Horn is wrong, and Wild Angel, you did. I got clips. Well, I didn't do anything wrong, so. But welcome, Tragedy Pimp Show, because I didn't do anything wrong. So, and I don't condone bullying or nothing like that, or drama. So, you have a good day, and thank you for coming in here. It's beneficial information. Everyone needs proper coping mechanisms and positivity in their life. Well, I don't know what you're talking about, but whatever. I never treated Ann Horn wrong. I was always nice to Miss Ann, and I was always nice to Wild Angel. So I don't know where you got that information from. But anyway, have a wonderful day. No, I don't have to prove anything, because I know who I am. Not crazy. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under the bushel. No, absolutely, honey. Yeah, we don't do drama here. So, be respectful, or, have a good day. That's all I could say. I don't I don't want to deal with the he said, she said. I've always been a difference. You can watch my previous lives. I don't know what you're talking about. But, whatever. I've always been nice. I still respect those ladies. And Wild Angel still comes in here. Every now and then. She still talks to me. She comes to my husband's channel. Miss Ann, I haven't seen her in a while, but I love her. I love Miss Ann dearly, and I pray for her. So I don't know what you're talking about, but you have a wonderful day. I don't want to deal with no drama, and I'm not going to. So Anyway, absolutely. I'm not, we don't deal with that here. We support one another here. If you want to be supportive, if you want to get information here, you're more than welcome. But, I think you're probably a clip channel, and I don't deal with drama or controversy. So, I hope you're doing well. But just don't bring up drama in chat, and don't say I did something when, like I said, if I did something, I probably already talked to those ladies about it, but I've never did, I've never did anything bad. Like I said, I've always, respected Miss Ann. I respect everybody. When I say much love and respect, I respect everybody. So I don't know. I really don't know, you know. Thank you so much, Stars Above. I truly appreciate you, sweetheart. I hope you're doing well, honey. You are correct. Don't encourage the drama on your channel at all. I love your channel. Thank you so much, Miss Stars. Thank you so much, sweetheart. But yeah, I don't deal with it. I don't like it. I suffer with mental health. I know a lot of people suffer with mental health, and they just need an encouraging support channel to go to. And suffering with mental health, and then you having to deal with drama on top of it, just don't work. It doesn't. It stresses people out. It gives people anxiety, and it gives them health problems, and they just don't need it. So that's why we don't do that here. We don't do that here. So, but thank you guys so much for coming in here. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. These topics we cover, they're not massively long, just enough to, just to be a difference in somebody's life and bring information out there. So you have a wonderful night, each and every one of y'all. If y'all haven't hit the like, please do so. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I go live tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern as well. And we are covering, give me just a second. We are covering when someone asks, are you okay? Like when people say, how are you doing? And you say, oh, well, I'm okay. Well, sometimes you might not be okay. And it's okay not to be okay all the time, So that's what we're going to be covering tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern. Also, Rebel goes live. I will tell you guys, I don't know what he's covering, but I will pull it up. Give me just a minute. Give me just a second, guys. Tomorrow he goes live at 8 p.m. Eastern, and he says it's revenge. He's talking about revenge. Parents who take revenge, right or wrong. So, well, that's fine. I'm nice to everybody, so that's fine with me. But, y'all have a wonderful night. And if y'all haven't subbed up to Rebel, let me throw his link in there. Please do so. You're more than welcome. Well, if that is Demetrius, and Demetrius knows that I'm there for everybody. So I'm just saying. I mean, people can clip me all they want to, but I've never done anything bad to anybody. So, So, but y'all have a wonderful night. Like I said, if y'all haven't subbed up to Rebel, please do so. He's liking, I think is like 8 or 9 to hit the 2K mark. And give me just a minute. Oh, I wanted to share something with you guys before I go. This is something that Ghost Devil made today, and I think somebody, might just need to hear it. And he said I could share it, so I'm going to. Just, to be a difference in somebody's life, I'm going to. So give me just a second. Let me pull it up. Give me just a minute, guys. Alrighty. Let me get it. Because I want you guys to be able to hear it. If y'all haven't subbed up to Ghost Devil, go over there and give our brother some Aussie love. Let me find his link, because he said that I could share it. So give me just a minute. I want you guys to see it. It's amazing. Well, where in the heck is it? Hold on just a minute. Okay, here it is. Hold on just a second. I'll share it. And let me, after I play this, then I will put his link in the chat. This is something Ghost Devil did. Hold on. Hold on. All right, guys. Thank you, Summer Thunder, for throwing his link in there, honey. If y'all haven't subbed up, go over there and sub up. This is the kind of stuff he does is amazing. Hello, Joe. Good to see you, brother. I'm getting ready to jump off here, but I'm getting ready to play something that Ghost Devil made today, and I thought it was awesome. So y'all put a 1 in chat. Let me know if you guys can hear it, okay? I told Ghost, I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. I love it. Love it. I'll probably get whatever, but it's okay. That's an amazing video. I thought that was great, and it just, kind of goes hand in hand with what we do here. So I just thought that was an amazing video. Done an awesome job. Awesome job. And the little sayings that he put in there with the song was great. Great job. So hopefully, will be a difference in somebody's life, and Ghost said, I don't normally do stuff like that, but he said he figured somebody might need to hear it. So that's why I wanted to share it with you guys. So if y'all are watching the replay, please hit the like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for being in here. I hope you feel better, Joe. Continue prayers. Yeah, he gave me permission, but I was talking about with the Linkin Park song. I don't own rights to that song, just in case. I'm just saying. But it's amazing. And y'all have a wonderful night. I always say this before I go. You never know what people are going through. You don't know what they're currently going through. You don't know what they've been through in their life. So just be kind to one another. Be a difference in somebody's life. It doesn't cost a penny, not 1 cent to be kind to somebody. Just be kind. Be a difference in somebody's life. Don't be no better than nobody, because nobody's better than nobody. But be a better person than you was yesterday. And be careful with your words, because they might be easily forgiven, but not forgotten once they're said. People always remember what you said and what you've done for them. So y'all have a wonderful night. I will see you guys tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern. And thank you guys so much for the support. If y'all haven't hit the like, please do so. If you're watching the replay, please leave me a comment, like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys tomorrow on Rebels. And then at 8 p.m. Eastern, he's covering revenge, like parent revenge. And then we'll be covering, are you okay? It's okay to not be okay. So y'all have a wonderful night. Please don't go to sleep don't go to bed with hate in your heart. I love each and every one of you guys, and I appreciate you all so much. I couldn't do what I do without all you amazing people. So y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Love y'all. Good night. Peace.